So I wanted to talk quickly about this John Deere snowblower I got here. This is the TRS-22. This is an oldie. This has got to be 25 years old. So it's a mid-90s. Maybe it's mid-90s to late 90s to 4-horse. This is not a Briggs & Stratton motor. It might be made by Briggs & Stratton, but it is not a Briggs & Stratton motor. I'm not sure exactly. I think, who knows? I think maybe on these cheaper models, maybe they didn't have a Briggs & Stratton. I mean, maybe they didn't make it either. I'm not completely sure about that, but I do know it's a 4-horse. And I would consider this like large, small snowblower, or like a small, medium, whatever you want to say. But it's a good snowblower. It works good. My friend John knows a guy that deals in like rebuilt snowblowers, and he got this thing for me pretty damn cheap. I mean, if you getting a used John Deere snowblower from the 90s, these things work great and they're cheap if you can find them. John, my friend John, he also made a little change. I'm going to show it to you right here. This thing kind of really changed, the whole thing for me. If you know, when you use one of these, usually you got this sled part right here, and it can dig into the ground a lot, especially if you have like a grass driveway, which is, I mean, a grass driveway, or maybe even like a pebble driveway or something like that, something that's not hard paved. These things can dig into it, and they can be very annoying. So what he did was, this is the sled that's usually there, and then what John did was he welded on a piece right here, and this is a threaded insert essentially, and then he bolted this wheel. Let me lift this thing up for you. All right, bolted this on here, and you can see this bolt basically bottoms out in this, which leaves maybe a millimeter on either side with the washer. You can see there's a washer on, maybe you can see if there's a washer on this side. If you can't, maybe that way. There's a washer there, and there's a washer on this side, and that leaves maybe a millimeter on either side. And you can see also that it's about an inch below the sled, and the sled can be adjusted, obviously. So you could bring this sled, well, it's actually all the way up right now. And basically what this allows you to do is, first of all, it's not going to dig in anymore. Now, it is probably going to leave about an inch of snow. If you're the type of person that wants absolutely zero snow at all, then this is probably not the thing for you. Maybe it's good for hogging out everything and then you come in with the shovel. But if you're one of those guys that likes to use a snowblower and make that driveway super, super, super clean, this is not going to work for you. This is going to get you an inch above grade, let's say, or an inch above your paved driveway. But what it is going to do is make it a lot easier, because I'm going to tell you something. The amount of times that you pick up these handles, right, and it digs in, oh my God, it's the most annoying thing. But this, you could have this thing on transport, which is basically the fastest function, and this thing just blows through snow. These wheels are great. I mean, they really are perfect. These are like hard plastic, I think. I think these are hard plastic. They're not rubber wheels. I don't know where he got them. I think he probably just had them, or maybe you probably could just find them on Amazon or something like that. But they work great. Obviously, it takes a little bit of welding skill, because I mean, you need to weld this thing on. There's probably a way you could do it without welding it. Maybe if you drilled a hole here and a hole here and put some sort of like bracket over this and really bolted it down, that's possible. Maybe with like one of those like headless bolts you put on this side that's just smooth on that side, you could probably do it. But clearly, obviously, the best way is if you can, lay a half inch of bead on either side. It's going to work a lot better. But that's I'm going to show you how this thing works. It really is handy. It kind of like, it changes, a snowblower completely. And I don't know why they don't put this stuff, one of these things. Maybe no one's ever really thought about it. I don't know. But somebody should sell a kit that replaces these sleds for wheels. And I mean, it just it makes life so much easier. So let me cut to some clips of me snowblowing. You're going to see these wheels roll, and it's really, really convenient. All right. So you can see, just take a little walk down here. You can see this still a little bit here, but I mean, like I said, anything can drive over this. And when you got to do a long driveway like this is real long to the garage. This is a good, I don't know, 125 feet, 150 feet or something. I mean, it's not worth trying to get down to the grass. Plus, if it's grass, you could wreck the grass. This is just way easier. We ran into this stick, but since we were up off the ground a little bit, it kind of just ran over it. So that's it. I hope this helps someone. I'll put any kind of pertinent links to wheels, brackets in the description. If you want to. If you want to modify I bet you any snowblower you could probably do this too, but this particular one is the TRS 22, probably from 97, 98, something like that. All right, thanks.